Well, good day, everybody. I can't believe I'm back again after being up till 4 this morning, and I don't know what time it is here, but I think it's before 2 o'clock. So this is really good for me. But if I look a little washed out and I started to say old, I'm always anyway. I'm not used to. I only had a few hours sleep last night. That's what I was going to say. But I noticed when I edited that video last night, I asked a couple of questions and then started talking about other stuff and went off in a different direction. So I came back to answer those. And my ears must have been ringing because one of them was about DeJoy. And some stuff came through about him today. I didn't read the details, I just seen the headline. And I was busy trying to get informed on other stuff. Anyway, my name's Lynn, and the name of the channel, you must know that or you wouldn't be here, but it's Lynn Tarot Readings. And if you'd like a personal card reading, please contact me at lynntarotreadings@gmail.com and put your phone number in there and I can get back to you quicker. And I have finally caught up on my backlog, so I can get to everybody. And like I said, I wanted to come back and read another reading last night because as soon as I edited and I realized I had mentioned some names and then not went ahead and did or mentioned a few concepts. In fact, let me write one of the main one on here before I forget it. Was something I was going to read on. So anyway, and I want to say hi and thank you all for your comments. I've already read the ones that were on the video I put out in the middle of the night last night, and I appreciate them and for your support. And let's get going on this. I have a feeling that Biden might back out and go into this summit with Putin. I don't know why, but I feel like it's up in the air, that it's not a settled deal, even though they're talking about it like it is. But I'm just going to read the cards real quick to say will he be safe if he goes to that summit? Will Biden be safe if he goes to that summit? And we talked about this last night, and then I was mentioning reading on it, and I didn't. So will Biden be safe if he goes to that summit? And I got me some new witch's brew here. Wake myself up a little there. That's some electrolytes. So let's see. Will Biden be safe if he goes to the Senate summit? Or it's not a summit, I don't think. That meeting with Putin. I think maybe they called it a summit. But I got some good questions here. Some that I forgot to ask last night and others that I feel like Spirit sent me this morning because they knew before I went to bed I'd made myself a promise no matter how bad or hungover I felt from not getting any sleep that I was going to get dressed and do a video today. Will Biden be safe if he goes to that summit? And I purposely not listened to any of the other readers for the last maybe 6 days because I wanted just sometimes I feel like that might influence me, and I just wanted to just come at this from a different perspective or whatever, what I think of as a clean perspective. So let's see what's going on with him. Well, that doesn't look like he'd be real safe. They better really pay attention to what's going on around him. And he's thought about it. He's thought about it. Maybe getting out of it, or maybe it wouldn't be the smartest thing to do. But this is the influence over it, is him rushing in there. Probably trying to show how tough he is, like trying to run up those airplane stairs 3 times when he should have just, after he slipped, been a little careful. Anybody would have been at any age. So, shows him rushing in. So it doesn't look like it's going to get canceled. You know it may get canceled. Look at this. This is the foundation. This is a change of venue. It may get canceled, or it may get moved to somewhere else. Or things may go really tits up when was that supposed to be? I know something was supposed to happen on the 15th. But I think that's of July. But anyway, this looks like something's going to change. Something's definitely going to change. And this is the mercenary card. So maybe that's why it's going to change. There is danger around this. Even though he wants to go rushing in. It looks like in the present somebody is taking care of it. They're really checking on this and they're working this out. So even though it seems like they're not taking care of a lot of people that were stuck in there at the last minute to screw over them and stuff and get them out of there, it looks like they're really checking this out. Maybe that's why it gets canceled. Because we got the star on the top and the tower on the bottom. This is family and the people rejoicing, but this is also sometimes, when it comes to politics, a Republican card. Not that we don't have Democrats that are family and rejoice, but this kind of took on a darker meaning for all these political readings during Trump's time. I don't know. I might come back and get a clarifier on it. Whatever it is in the near future. So we'll be finding something out about it in the near future. These plans were made for quite a while. He still plans on going at the current time because this is him looking in his toolbox and seeing what he's got to use when he goes to this meeting. Coming up with ideas and facts, which don't seem to matter too much anymore, but coming up with stuff because of that. So that's going on there. You know, this is the energy around it. This is a complete change of fortune. I don't like this energy around it. Let's see. We still don't have any. Well, we got the tower. And the mercenary. And war energy racing in. So I don't know. Saying we still don't have any bad cards, but they're not really great cards. But anyway, here we go. This is a total change. Like from a total one extreme to the other. Well, it shows an offer being made here. That has to do with the star, with the plan. And judgment. I'm going to draw a clarifier on this judgment card. It's right next to the tower. Don't know why. I cut him and draw it. It'd be a lot of hard work to keep him safe. Because I think he will be in danger if he goes. And Putin could give a diddly frap what he's going to offer him. This is mercenaries, so he's not really in the safest place in the world, although the United States worked extra hard to keep him safe. He's already got his plans, and looking back over his toolbox, you know, I still think that this might get pulled. It just might get pulled because of things changing so much in the world between then and now. And I know this sounds silly, but everything's going at such a quick, phase compared to how it used to go. So I really have a feeling that this might end up getting canceled because of world politics. That's what I'm thinking's going on. I'm gonna have to read on that again before it happens because it's not coming out clear. But it looks like he would be in danger, even though basically he would like to go, because he's, like I said, already got tools in his toolbox he thinks is gonna work. I don't. Who in the hell knows that they could, if they did start some kind of literally attack from these right-wingers and stuff, I'm sure at the same time that Russia would probably take her whole internet down. And anything else, that would just, whatever, stop everything. I need the internet, probably. Who knows? But I know that Russia would help them do this, So anyway, call me a crazy old lady, but I don't think that's a settled deal yet. That's just not a settled deal. So let's go to the next one that really is bugging me. Is, will HR 1 get passed as it is? It needs to be passed as it is, not dicked with. And it has to happen by the end of August, or we might as well kiss our ass goodbye. And that's not very far off. Because, everybody's going to go on break, and if it's not done before the break, it won't be time to stop these voting regulations. So it's got to be passed. And of course, I should be asking if the filibuster is going to go, because that's probably the only way it's going to get passed. But let's see, will it be passed? I've read on that filibuster 100 times. Let's see if HR 1 is going to get passed. HR 1, HR 1, HR 1, HR 1. Kind of funny doing this in daylight. And generally I'd be a lot less tired, but since I did this last night and was up most of the night, I can't believe how long it takes to transfer those sometimes. Not so much onto YouTube, but I usually have to edit them. Cut them down a little bit because they're always too long. That one last night was way too long. Anyway, let's go for, will HR 1 get passed? Let's hope the cards say yes. They're trying to trim it down. I think that the Republicans think they're going to pull what they pulled on everything else. Get the Democrats to cut their own bill. Take a pair of scissors, cut their own bill all to shit, and then present it to them, and then none of them's going to vote for it anyway. But that's... They think maybe if they cut it down, they'll get it passed. Who knows? It has to be passed exactly as it is to do any good. They're talking about it. They're talking about fucking around with it. Excuse me. We got the Wheel of Fortune here, so something gets changed totally. reversed, just flipped from one way to the other. And the only way that could happen is if it got passed. That's the only way, and this is the foundation of the reading. This is the third house. So that's pretty good. I don't know if this is Joe Manchin or what. We all know he's a total a-hole. I've never thought of him as being the King of Swords, but I guess so. Ruthless and self-centered and dangerous. So that's what's blocking it at the time. And Christian cinema. Yeah, she's the Queen of Swords. She's going to be the hardest one. They might get Joe Manchin talked into this before they get Christian cinema talked into to getting rid of the filibuster to pass this. They're both there together, the King and Queen of Swords, running roughshod over the Democratic Party. And Biden won't even name him. At least he did mention he had a problem with some. But he should have mentioned it at the same time. But, you know, I'm president, and I think I can figure out with a way to... I think I can really come up with a way to take care of this. You know, I could call him out on social media. You know, that's never been done before till the stupid Trump. But maybe if I had to save our democracy, I could actually call him out on social media and let people know what's really going on. So maybe that could be done. Maybe you could have Kamala Harris do that. At least they're paying attention. The Democrats are taking a deep look at this right now, a really deep look. They know what they have to do, but they're looking at it and making a few plans on it. They're worried about losing money from some of their donors. But if they passed the voting rights bill and then that other one from the black guy, his bill too, they wouldn't have to worry about their donors because it cuts a lot of the donations out they can accept. That would get rid of it. That's what's holding it up, is they just don't want to give up that money. And if they get that money, it won't do any good. They might as well kiss democracy goodbye if they don't change this. But you know what? Looky here. I love seeing this. This is the energy around it. Is the women toasting their cups, which means it's another yes down here by the world switch. They offer a lot of stuff to a lot of, like probably Manchin, Arizona and West Virginia, trying to buy them off. I don't know if that'll work or not. You know, it shows somebody going away the smoother waters here. Maybe some of this stuff's going to come out quick enough where some of these lawmakers have to get out of Dodge before this happens. I can't even believe it. It seems like everything's moving so slow, but somebody's going away to smoother waters here. And justice is coming through. I drew a clarifier on it. So I have to say, according to these cards here, it's not going to make any difference if Manchin and Sinema is trying to block this. They take another deep look, decide to get rid of the money. The people are happy. It's a whole different outlook at politics, and that's what it would be. It would be a world change from one side to the other. And here's the plan being made. Here's the picture of the plan being made. Here's somebody moving to smoother waters because justice is coming through. And if justice comes through, and that's what these cards say is going to happen, then then yes, they will get it passed. God, let's hope these cards are right. They are a lot. They are a lot. I can't believe how right they are a lot of times. But according to these cards, it's saying it will get passed. And if somebody asked me, I'd say, hell no, it wouldn't be passed. Not unless somebody gets off their ass and starts doing something, taking responsibility instead of... It almost reminded me of Trump the other day when he was standing up there whining about a couple of people always voting with the Republicans. Didn't even call them out. Poor me. Poor me. I'm just the president. I don't know. It sounds like I'm talking... It's not that I don't like Biden. It's just that I think that he's looking at things from people our age. And I'm the same age as him. So he's just going by protocol, what's ever been done and what's never been done. And you can't play ball from one team to the other team when you're using different rules. You have to use the same rules they do. And their rules are fuck you and fuck over you. And we don't have to be quite that nasty, but we could use every tool we have in the box. And there is some tools in that box. So, okay, what's coming up next? Some things I talked about last night and then I didn't read on. The joy. Now, I read a quick headline this morning, but I didn't pull it up and look at the details. But it says they're investigating him for that, that campaign fraud where he was having people donate to campaigns that worked for him and then giving them a bonus back and stuff. That way he could give more money to Republican parties. And there is senators and people in the past that's literally gone to jail for that. That's really illegal. And so let's see what happens to... Instead of asking any specific questions, we'll just do a real quick reading on DeJoy. What's going on with DeJoy right now? Is he getting out of there? Is he getting kicked out of there? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? If he gets indicted, he may have to leave, or I don't know exactly what the rules are. He should have to leave. In the olden days, he would have left. That's the kind of rules that Joe Biden's going by. Oh, well, they have to do this. Well, they don't have to do nothing, obviously, from all the crap we've seen. So let's see. A lot of times this is a Nancy Pelosi card, but I don't know if she'd be behind having him investigated, but I think she might have put a birdie in somebody's ear if she can't do it just right over. Right, because it's part of her duties. I'm not sure where that comes from, having him investigated for that. This is like a woman judge and our lawyer and a man and our government coming down on him. Coming down on him. That's the obstacle and influence over it. A lot of hard work's been put into this. Maybe that's why it's taken as long as it has. It's the foundation of the reading. Wow, look at this. I don't know if this is saying he stabbed us in the back. No, I think he knows he's going down. Whatever, if it's to come in and talk or an indictment or what, I haven't read that deal, but this is him going down. For mishandling money. Total change of him, change of his life. Boy, this card, no matter where you bury it, it comes right back up. In these readings, this Wheel of Fortune, things are changing, and it looks like they're going to change fast. It looks like he may end up in jail. This is in the 7th house. Yeah. It looks like he is going to jail. And you know what? We're going to hear about this right away. This is coming through quickly. It's the energy around his energy. They're taking a deep look at his finances and everything else about him. And I stuck those all over the deck, and here's Justice back. Yeah, he's not going to be that. He's going to be gone. He is going, and he's going quick, because Justice is coming after his house. So he's going down. There's no reason to pull these cards back up and explain them. There's no explaining there. He's just going down. Look at this. Justice. Jail. Total change life. Deep deal. Justice. Yeah, he's going down. So that's what's happening to him. Oops, I put those in there upside down, I think. Okay. So let's put these back in here again and spread them all out and see if they come up again on the next. Law of justice getting done, it looks like. So maybe we'll all be, I was going to say turning cardwheels, but I don't think I'll ever turn a cardwheel again. It'd be nice just to be able to walk straight after getting my knee done. But have to say, I was wrong about Joe and I was wrong about Nancy. If they get this voter suppression, that HR 1 or something through the Senate, then I'm going to have to drink a toast to them. And I will. I'm overdue for a toast. And it'd be nice to drink it to somebody that I didn't believe had the gonads to do it. I'd be more believing that Nancy had them than whatever. Don't go there, Lynn. Don't go there. Don't go there. Just let it go. Let it go. Okay. So we did DeJoy. We did as Biden say. I want to say something. Did you see that survey on Nina Turner? She's running for that seat in Ohio that opened up because the lady, the senator, I think it's for the Senate, not the House, I'm not for sure, that Biden put into the cabinet. And right now she's got a 50%. They did on the survey, whatever, on the polls, she was 50% of all of them, and there's about about 5 or 6 people running. So that's really good. Let's just hope that, hope people keep sending her money, and hope somebody don't make a call to Obama and decide to change that and put a whole bunch of money behind some other Democrat because they don't want a progressive in there. So anyway, let's see. Flynn. What's going on with Flynn? For the month of June, everything's happening so fast we can't say forever. For what's coming up in June for Flynn? Because that's how I'm going to label this. What's coming up in June? What's coming up in June for Mr. Flynn? What's coming up in June? I buried that, and you've seen how many times I shuffled. And then I cut them, and Justice is coming. Wheel of Fortune. So his little fortune's changing too. Is he going to end up back in the Hooskow? Is he going back to jail? Yes. Yes. Judge. I'm laughing at these cards because I brought these cards forward so many times, and I stuck them all the way through the deck, and then I shuffled like 6 or 7 times and then cut, and here these cards are right where I cut again, and they weren't put in there together. So anyway, so Judgment's coming through for him. This is in June, I said. He's in trouble with the law. Look at this. I mean, this is big law. This is, you are in trouble. Here comes the judge. Women's happy. This is, every time I see this, to me, this is Democrats toasting their cups. Oh, wow. There's some deep, dark secrets coming out, and they're coming out quickly. They're coming out quickly because this is in the 6th house, the immediate future. I guess his lawyers are already trying to figure out how to juggle this. They're even kind of trying to figure out what he might lose his retirement. I can't see any reason why he still got it just because he pleaded guilty and all that other shit and getting pardoned. That didn't mean that he gets to keep he should have got lost his military pension already. There's some strict rules and strict energy around him. He's going to try to get everybody riled up over this, everybody in QAnon, when they come for him. But it's going to happen really fast. And even though he'll get him to send a lot of money, it's not going to help. It's not going to help. This is going to be revealed to everybody. This is coming out in the open, all the shit that he's done. So no, he's not doing good. He's getting ready to have his world totally upended, like he got hit over the head with a hammer, because judgment's coming after his ass, and this is big government coming after his ass. This is them getting his ass because the women are happy, or maybe just happy it comes out they're coming after him. All kinds of secrets revealed, him trying to figure out how to get out of it. Strict law around him trying to start a big bunch of shit with QAnon stuff about it, but it going forward fastly and the world finding out. So yeah, he's don't see an actual jail card, but I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he's not back in jail waiting for trial before the end of this month. And I'm going to say for June, because I said for June, but it doesn't show him in jail before the end of June. Anyway, let me stick these cards back in different places in here. I don't remember what I'm reading on next, but I don't want them anywhere together. Put them back in different spots in the deck. Okay, and the next one is is Rudy, and the last one. I want to keep you for an hour here. So the next one is Rudy Giuliani. What's going on with old Rudy Tootie for the month of June? What are you up to? He who talks with a forked tongue. I can't believe that woman attorney and my pillow guy on there pushing this QAnon crap after she used that for an excuse not to get, I don't know, they're still gonna, or she bought her way out of it or what, but from those people that was suing her for billions of dollars for lying about the voting machine, she says, well, nobody would have believed what I had to say. And now she's still saying it. Got crowds cheering for blood just like they used to do at when they'd throw the Christians to the lions. Boy, have the Christians changed sides on this one. Have the Christians changed sides? Well, look at how much the Jewish people changed sides since they finally got pulled out, got their ass saved, given some territory to live on, and then no, we want it all and we don't care what we do to anybody else to get it. But anyway, I'm not going to go there. Wasn't going to mention that stuff, and I'd gotten through it. That's one reason I wasn't reading cards during a lot of that stuff. Okay, let's see. This is Rudy. Let me shuffle them one more time. Rudy, 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 Rudy. Rudy, 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 Rudy. They've got so many tapes, pictures, maybe even videos of stuff that he did wrong, conversations on phones. They've got so much material on him. And they've got it. I mean, they've got the contracts, they've got physical evidence. Is it Letitia James that's going after him? Some woman. Some woman in power. He knows his world's changing. He knows. This is what the influence on this reading. Well, justice comes through from all these people. We got a hell of a month coming up. Here's the justice card in the sky. Again, I can't seem to draw cards without drawing it. And it's coming through quick. Look at this chariot. This is in the 6th house. This is the immediate future. We got the chariot coming through fast. Look at all these indictments. Look at all these charges. At least 8 or more. Look at him making license plates. Yeah, he's going to have a rough time in jail, but he's going to jail. His hopes and fears is that he won't be a star. That's what he's the most afraid of, is losing his celebrity and not having any power. Maybe his buddy not being able to help him. We got the King of Wands for the outcome. Would that mean that fairness is going to win? I'm going to cut these cards and draw a clarifier on that. He still thinks he's got some kind of insurance. Does he think Trump can save him some way? What's going on there? He thinks that they won't really push anything, all of his information forward, because there's stuff that he don't think that the government wants out that he knows. But I think he thinks he has more power than he does. But anyway, there's some stuff coming through really fastly on him. And no, I don't think Trump's going to be able to save his ass. And no, he's not going to be a star anymore. His whole world's changing as he knows it, because justice is coming through. It's coming through quickly. At least 8 counts. Here he is in prison making license plates. Not that he'd go to that kind of prison. They'd send him to one of those cushy ones, I'm sure, where all the Jewish people go, bankers and shit. I'm not putting down Jewish people. It just seemed like they have their own prison, I guess, from what I understood when Michael Cohen went in. And they've already got all the information they need to cook his ass. And that's all. And some woman's coming after him, guns a-blazing. So yeah, he's going down. So anyway, I love y'all. I really enjoyed this. It was so nice doing this before having this experience before nighttime. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And God bless you all. And remember, personal readings, LynnTarotReadings@gmail.com. Leave your phone number and do a thumbs up, a join, a like. That all helps. I'm trying to build my channel. I'm trying to get to 6,000. I think I'm 100 away. So if you know anybody that might be interested in politics at all that you haven't talked to or anything, you can tell them about this crazy old lady you've been watching. Anyway, bye-bye. I love y'all.